Alrighty, hello, and welcome back to, well, this is actually a new one, now that I think about it. We've not really done, to the same extent of this, but we're doing a good old pack opening today. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Hope everyone's having a good one. We're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. I do have a place to be, in like an hour, I think. If I recall correctly. I'll double check the time, but I'm pretty sure I got my numbers right. Yeah. I did get my numbers right. Cool. Alrighty. So, as a prefacing to the pack opening, I was opening packs last night with other people. Though I was opening their boxes, we haven't touched mine yet. It is still fully sealed. On top of that, last night I got to play a little bit with some of the cards and got an idea of some things, which was, pretty cool. And I scooped in response to the Wall of Ba Sing Se as out of respect. Also, the game had gone on for like 3 hours and I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. That definitely contributed a little bit, but the main thing was also, there is a couple of cards that if I get them, I am immediately trading them with, friends, so. Anyway. So let's get started with the camera. So as you can see, this is actually still, like, plastic over the top sealed. Also hand, yeah. It's plastic over the top sealed, and this is the, promo card that comes with, purchases. So, I do know what this is as well, because obviously I've seen it. I've flipped it over to give it a little bit of a surprise. To those that haven't seen box openings or card openings or anything like that, I'll explain as we go, but I'm going to screw things up because I don't do it in the way that a lot of people really care about. I also do have a lamp to the side that I might have to turn on, just to improve visual quality. Because I don't know if it's going to be too dark to see the cards or not. We'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. Alright. So. Just move a couple of things to the side. First things first, showing off the promo card here. Again, I have to apologize, my camera's not exactly the most incredible quality, but, you know, it works for what it is. Firebending Student, it's a really cool art for it all. But a Firebending Student is a card that has got a lot of people talking anyway, so it'll be interesting to see. Point is, it has got, one for, I'm not going to go through every card, by the way, how it is, just 'cause there's so fucking many, but this one we'll go through. It is a 1 generic red, 2/1 human monk creature with prowess, and Firebending X, where X is this creature's power. Firebending's the cool mechanic for this, also hey you Roger. Firebending was added, a lot of the bendings got added, well, all the bendings got added, but, Firebending got added. Firebending is when I would tap, like, when I would attack with this creature, on the declaration of attackers, I get Firebending X mana, in red, and unlike normal mana, it, stays around until the end of combat, so in between the steps. So that's the important thing. But yes, I actually do quite like the art for it. There's your firebending student. So that's the promo card. So this is what we get even before opening the box. Now, again, to iterate how, like, unopened this box is, we have to actually get into the plastic first. So let's fucking make some people jealous, shall we? Time for gambling. So, it is literally a shitload of packs in this box. How many in particular? I can't actually remember. It's like 20 or something? Does it actually say anywhere on here how many packs there are? 30 play boosters, there you go. So each of these is a pile of 10. And each pack has 14 cards in it. Blah, 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 blah. So let's go through this nice and methodically. I'm gonna have a fuckload of cards by the end of this piled up, and I'm probably just gonna put my trash to the side. I can't be arsed organizing it. Oh, you know what? I should probably move the camera on the layers behind that so you can actually see the chat a little bit better. So, let's just get started, shall we? I am on a little bit of a time restriction. So, there is correct ways to do this all stuff. I think it's like take the 4 from the back or like the 4 from the front. And move that. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Yo, we got Bosco token, let's go! It's a Bosco and a thing. Look, again, I'm excited about dumb shit. So this is the Bosco token for the Earth King. It's literally just Bosco, it's a 4/4 bear. It's just a bear. And then, nice little bit of food. Alright. So, starting off, should I flip the camera? Actually, that's a good question. Can I? If I do this, does this look better for you guys? Yeah, I think this looks better. Alright. If it focuses. Good old Judy. Right. Oh no, that's actually... Oh, if I flip it like this, then I have to flip it the other way as well. Wait. Flip. Transform, flip, horizontal. There we go. That compensates for it. Yeah. Alright. But yes, Judy, one of many. This one's actually an interesting one. I see this going into, like, aristocrat decks very easily. I actually expect it probably to be quite a bit of a problem with something like, what's it called? Sephiroth. In Standard. Right? So, this is a nice card. I'm not opposed. Professor whatever. I can't remember. The guy that, like, took them to the library. Again, I remember way too much about all of this. I did rewatch the series recently, and I also had just a really intense memory of everything anyway. So, that's a nice, solid shout. What does he actually do again? Can tap and discard a card to draw a card. Then 1 and tap, sacrifice him to return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only during your turn. I mean, in Izzet colors, I can see that being playable, right? I'm lazy, so all I'm going to be doing is separating into piles of, I think, land, pretty cards, and legendaries. That's kind of how I did the whatchamacallit set Final Fantasy set. So I don't organize very intensely right now. Into the avatar state, makes you shed avatars, so Cool Bosco can become the avatar. Seismic Sense is one that I actually definitely want to keep to the side. I should probably have my deck lists up that I want, because I'm pretty sure Into the Avatar state also might be, because it is a lesson. Because lessons have been re-added. I'm actually going to literally pull this up behind here. And I will order them in order of priority. So give me a hot second while I do this. My decks. So priority order will, for me, is Iroh, and then the lands, and then the allies. God, my computer is struggling while I'm opening this in the background, but I'm pretty... Is Into the Avatar state of my list there? Let's see. It isn't, but it probably oh, no, it can't be, because it's, Teema. And I don't think it's in the other two. I do like the Brain Empty Playland one that I tossed together. That one's gonna be funny. Oh, it is in the Allies one, but that's very low priority. Hello, 144p Mallet. How dare. Alright, Seismic Sense, I know I want, in basically every deck, right? So, I'll put that to the side as well. Curious Farm Animals. It is a boar, an elk, a bird, and an ox. When this creature dies, no, it's just one of the kind of fill ones for me. Glider Kids. Oh, yeah, Swamp Snare Trap. Do you want to have fucking tragic art? Look at that. Cost 1 less to cast if the targets a creature with flying. Motherfucker. Am I going to jail for downloading your thumbnail? Horny jail, yes. I can't be fucking asked if you're taking it. To be fair, you could just ask if you want that fucking art. It's gonna probably get posted in the Discord or over on Twitter at some point. Giant Koifish. Fire Nation Raider. Messenger Hawk. I actually like the look of these ones. These look interesting to me. I wonder if I should put that in my Dimir deck. Probably not. Sabertooth Moose Lion. It's an elk cat. Kyoshi Village. So these are the new lands for this. They're just double colored. They intertap. They tap with the two colors. And you can pay 4, tap, sack the land to draw a card. Which is actually surprisingly good in this set. Because of earthbending. And the ability to basically freely get it back. Ooh! Iroh's Demonstration. Foily version of Iroh's Demonstration. I remember the line, I don't even need to look at the card. It's just the fucking, did I ever tell you how I got the nickname the Dragon of the West? No time for your stories, old man. Not a story, more of a demonstration. I fucking love that. And Airbending Ascension is actually a really solid hit. I'm pretty happy with that. That's an amazing flicker spell, basically. It's an enchantment that airbends on entry. And then whenever a creature enters, put a that I control enters, put a quest counter on this, and when it's at 4 or more quest counters at end step, you flicker something. which is really, really nice. So I'm actually quite happy with that one. Woo! I dropped it on the floor! I'm really happy with it. Proceeds to throw it on the floor. Let's go, yeah. I can ask, so I could ask, share both mouse and melt. I mean, the non-lewd mouse one's over on Twitter. On the other Twitter. The lewd one I haven't done yet. I think. Your hand was a bit smaller? What the fuck are you trying to say? It's kind of weird, man. Ally and a clue, which is, it's a Lotus Tile. That's cute. Femboy mouth? How fucking dare you? I take offense to that. It's more goth, I'll be honest. Or emo, whatever. I don't really care. They're comfy. Okay. You have to realize it's also really awkward because of the lighting. So I have to make sure, because there's a light that's like right up there. So I have to make sure it doesn't hit that at the angle, so you guys can even try and see the card. I came. Yes, I bet you did for that fucking Mel thumbnail. That's the art that we've been working on recently. I'm wishing you were more feminine, shut up. I mean, I wish I was more as well. What are you talking about? Look, you can't see it, but I actually have just hair all over my fucking hands. Like, I have... How seeable is the hair? That's even, like, yeah. I fucking hate it. I just grow hair fucking everywhere. Anyway, Fire Nation Engineer. That's a card. Master Paidao. Zhong. Guru Pahik. That's actually one I need to set aside. Guru Pahik's actually quite a nice one. So Guru Pahik is hybrid mana for Simic. When it enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a lesson, saga, or shrine from among them. Put it in your hand, put the rest in the bottom, and then whenever you cast a lesson, saga, or shrine spell, put a 1/1 counter on another creature you control. It's pretty good. Kyoshi Warriors. Just a nice ally creator. I don't think the ally deck that I put together has them in there. Still, because it's just kind of a low. Technically the Paidao is in there, but I don't, not too fast. Canyon Crawler, again, it's just kind of one of the, like, these are some of the cards that are like, they're decent-ish, okay-ish, eh. But a lot of them are very standard coded, so like, hardly visible, honestly. I mean, it's because the camera is so low quality. I'm gonna be honest. That's, again, it hides a lot of problems for me by how fucking poor quality the camera is. But yeah, like, First Time Flyer is something that I look at this and I'm like, this is something you would play in standard probably really nicely. Right? Because it's like, this creature gets +1/+1 as long as there's a lesson card in your graveyard. So it's a flying 2 mana, so technically speaking, in most of the decks you'd probably play it in, it's a 2 mana, 2/3 flyer. That's pretty good. But in what I play, it's a little less impactful. The VTuber privilege, yeah. Fire Nation Cadets has firebending if you have lesson in your graveyard. Vindictive Warden. Hey, look, it's Mai's dad. No, not dad, grandfather. Right? Yeah. Walltop Sentries. Yeah. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Because you may have forgotten, they're actually called Rough Rhinos, the things at the, Can we sell him? Probably for, like, 2 cents. But yeah, the Rough Rhinos are the things at the Fire Nation ride. In case you've forgotten. Sun Blessed Peak. That's a beautiful scene. So that's the scene with, was it Ren and Shaw? Renishaw? At the sunbending stuff. Hey, pretending pox bearers. It's the lads that got like the pox things on them. Ah, it's cute. And then, yo, we got Zhao. Zhao, the Moon Slayer. It's not surprising that he has menace. He is a fucking menace. But yeah, no, this is if you wanted to put Blood Moon in the command zone. He has 2 mana, right? So he's one red and a generic. 2/2, Human Soldier Menace, non-basic lands into tapped, and then you can pay 7 mana to put a Conquer counter on Zhao. And then as long as he has a Conquer counter on him, he does the Blood Moon effect, which is non-basic lands are mountains. Not in addition, they are just mountains now. Oh, you have a land that taps for 2 colors? That's really nice. Guess what? It's a fucking mountain now. It taps for red. Oh, you don't have red in your deck? Damn, eat shit. I'm pretty happy with that one. That's a card that I was like tempted to do something with. Just because I've always wanted to do a deck with bullshit energy coded. Why am I putting these on my desk? I'll clean that up later. So it is the 4. Move them to the back. Fire Nation Palace. This is a nice one. So this is part of the line that are a location. It enters tapped unless you have a basic land. So it doesn't even care if it's a basic land of like mountain for this one. Taps to add a color, then all of them have a unique ability related to their area. So this one has 1 and a red tap, target creature you control gains firebending 4 until end of turn. This is probably one of the worst of the lot, because technically speaking, under a lot of situations, this just nets you 2 mana only during combat. So if in certain decks it's a lot better, but of all of them, it's probably the most niche case scenario. Meteor Sword. This one's okay. Can I talk to how I have mixed feelings about this one because I like the flavor that they did for this, but I kind of hate how shit the card is as well. So this is the one where I have to explain a little bit of Magic the Gathering storytelling here. So Meteor Sword in this is a 7 mana equipment that when it enters, destroy target permanent. An equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has equipped 3, right? There is a card called Meteor Golem, which is a 7 mana 3/3 that when it enters, destroy target permanent. This is actually a really cute nod to both the 2 of them, right? Is that it's like Meteor Sword, Meteor Golem. It's the same effect, but on a sword. It's literally Meteor Golem on a sword. I like that. I think that's really fitting, but I'm sad that the card kind of feels a bit awkward because of it. There's so many ways to cheat it out, though, so it'll be fine. But I do like that. It is a good sword. Honest Work. Ah, it's when they're in the tea shop. Tundra Tank. Compassionate Healer, which this one looks really good in like a Convoke deck. Whenever this becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and scry 1. That's just quite nice. Callous Inspector. Let's see. When this dies, deal 1 damage. It deals 1 damage to you and create a clue token. Okay. Lost Days! No! You guys want a little bit of depression for a moment? It's Lost Days. It's that one episode where it's a multiple storylines. And it's Momo trying to find Appa in Ba Sing Se. So this one is 4 and a blue. Target, the owner of target permanent or enchantment puts it onto their, into their library, second from the top, or on the bottom, you create a clue token. Oh, poor Momo. Wandering musicians. Even if you're lost, you can't lose the love because it's in your heart. Fucking these guys. Origins of Metal Bending. This is a nice card. So this is actually just a really nice, efficient card. 1 in a green, destroy target artifact, or put 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's it. You choose one of those two things. It's a very nice, clean card. Good removal, good effectiveness. Boomy Bash. Deal damage equal to the number of lands you control to target creature, or destroy target land, creature, or non-basic land. It actually probably should go in the lands deck that I have. Kyoshi Battle Fan. It's an okay card. Not really impressing anyone, but yeah. When it enters, you get an ally and then attach it to it, and it gives +1 power. That's it. Token. Pretty Island. Another fucking Swamp Snare Trap. And what is this one? Foggy Swamp Visions. As an additional cost, you cast this Waterbend X. Exile X creatures from the from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice those tokens. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But it is a 3 mana up front, and then 1 for each card you target. That is pretty good, though. By the way, we are 3 packs in. I need to pick up the fucking pace. I got, like, an hour. What's the token? Oh, I just saw something. I will show that in a sec. Soldier copy. Look, it's Judy. Judy's nuts. Look, it's Zhao Zhao. Humble Defector. Draw 2 cards, target opponent, gains control of this creature, activate only during your turn. I mean, I should probably put this to the side because it's a special card. Flopsy! When Flopsy enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. It's not too bad. Earth King Protectors, Vigilance, sack this. Another target ally you control gains indestructible until end of turn. There aren't any nuts in bus. North Pole Patrol. Path of Redemption is such a nice, like, cute card. Just because it's Iroh. From the man who could have been the Fire Lord to a fucking Lotus, Grand Lotus. So nice. Merchant of Many Hats! Doc the Ferryman. Zhu the Fishmonger. Bushi the River Cleaner. Gotta love him. Water Bending Lesson. This is a nice one. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card unless you water bend 2. I can't see that being a pretext for Yuri. yeah, I agree. Pillar Launch, Deserted Disciple, Abandon Attachments. May discard a card if you do draw 2. I think I had that in the Wisdom one. Because you gotta abandon attachments. Say goodbye to your love. Fuck that shit. Why do you have love when you can just be cool? Serpent's Pass. Jasmine Tea. Dragon Tea Shop. This is the Ally Land. Very much the Ally Land. And this one's actually a really good hit. This is Great Divide Guide. This is, I think, one of the big ones that's gotten a lot of attention. Because this basically, each land and ally you control has tap for 1 mana of any color. I'm pretty sure this dude was like one of the, I think it's gone down, but one of the highest pre-order costs at one stage. So, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably toss him there for now. Well, that's a bit of a fucking spoiler. So I think I know what the really good card of this pack is. Bayfong Bounty Hunters, it's, those two. I actually can't fucking remember their names. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X. X was that creature's power. Zuko, Exiled Prince. Good on you, Chief. Sparring Dummy. It's the Melon Lord. I am Melon Lord. Tough, Melon Lord. Sun Warriors. Firebend X, where X is the number of creatures you control, which that's pretty fucking nutty. Did the webcam always lag like this? Pretty much. The webcam is just bad. The webcam was bought for work purposes about when COVID happened. And I bought it for under $100. It was garbage. But it did me good enough. Serpent of the Pass. Foggy Swamp Hunters. Daily Indoctrination. I don't even think I have a deck that would want that, but hey. Octopus Form. Hentai. 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 Anyway. Rabaroo Troop. Turtle Duck. Firebending Lesson. Pretty sure I put that in, let's see. Did I not? Oh, I guess not. Oh, fucking go there for now. Those Jacko pose clips with one frame you try and the next you're dead on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Foggy Swamp, Vinebender. Got the Ally Clue token. Meditation Pools, and then the card that got slightly spoiled because it's a two-sided card, so I saw what it was immediately. Aang, Swift Savior, foily. So this is Aang at end of book 1, and why I can tell you that with so much certainty of what it's book 1. So, flying, flash, when it enters, airbend up to one other target creature or spells. You can actually counterspell something with it. Then, Waterbend 8 to transform him into the fucking Aang and La Ocean's Fury. Which is when this attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each tapped creature you have. And has reach and trample. Yeah, this thing will fucking hit shit. That's a nice card. Now I need to make an Oops All Aang deck. Clearly, that's what I need to do. Well, that's another one that got slightly spoiled. I think I need to go one more in. It's 5 that I need to do, not 4. Okay. South Pole Voyager, whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. This is the second time, so that's really good in the allies deck. Zuko's Conviction, which is actually a solid card. Combustion Technique. Oh my god, it's Combustion Man's bullshit. It's Sparky Boom Man. Oh, Kyoshi Island Plaza. It's a shrine. We don't need to worry too much about the shrines. We did manage to hit all of those for the deck that Snakers is doing. Yep. Sold out. What's this one? Oh god, that's, yeah, Haru. When Haru gets fucking sold out by the old man that he saves. What a fucking asshole. Ilquentia! It's the fucking cactus juice! Drink cactus juice! Nothing's quencher. It's the quenchiest! Ilquentia. Just a big fish head dude killing people. Yeah, it's fucking messed up as hell. Razor Rings, Yuyan Archer, Earth Village Ruffians, Cycle of Renewal, which I want to put to the side, Ally Clue Token, Serpent's Pass again, another Foggy Swamp Visions, and would you look at that, it's Book 2's Aang. Aang at Crossroads. So this is the Bant Aang. So this is when he enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then put the rest onto the bottom of your library in random order. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform Aang at the beginning of the next upkeep into Aang Destined Savior, which is flying, lands you control have vigilance, and the beginning of combat on your turn, Earthbend 2. Which is, again, a pretty solid card, all things considered. So that means we have 2 of the Aangs now. And then we've only cracked... Should probably track this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. That's not too bad. Said it's, he's a pacifist? Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, pacifist these nuts. You can't spell pacifist without fist. So I was getting it wrong, so I think it's that many that I need to pull out of it. Yay! We got fucking one of the Irohs! This is one of the ones I want to get. This is Uncle Iroh. Just Uncle Iroh. That's it. It's just Uncle Iroh. Here's 5 bending 1, and then lesson spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Glider Staff. Trusty Boomerang! Fucking another goddamn Swamp Snare Trap. I'm gonna get depressed looking at these. Watery Grasp? Which one's this one again? Enchant creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap. Waterbend 5, a owner shuffles it into their library. Can't do this in the virtual world? I know, right? To be fair, it's gonna get shit really quickly at some point. Like, that's how it go. Avatar Enthusiast, it's a really good ally card, because it's whenever an ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, which is really good. Another Canyon Crawler. Lightning Strike! Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Badger Mole! Put that aside. Foggy Bottom Swamp. Another Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Fucking Mechanist, Aerial Artisan. So it's the... I actually can't even remember his name. Was it even said? It's just the fucking old dude that made the airships. And the Northern Air Temple, which is a nutty card in Shrines decks. So this is pack 8? Yeah. Dude, we're not even a third of the way through yet, by the way. His name was Jun, was it? Hey, look, fucking... We got the name of the fucking series! It's Aang, the Last Airbender! Yo, roll credits. Gat Gator. The Cat Gator. Yeah, it's a Cat Gator. It's a... Wait. Oh my god, it's Cat Gator and it's a fish crocodile. It's because it's a catfish gator. I'm mildly upset by this. I feel like it's false advertising. Dragonfly Swarm. Zuko's Exile. And it exiles an artifact, creature, or an enchantment, and you create a clue. Its controller creates a clue, sorry. As punishment for his disobedience, Zuko was banished and sent to capture the Avatar. Only then he could return home with his honor. Honor. I must regain my honor. Honor. Gotta love it. Flexible waterbending. Jong Jong Deserters. Deadly Precision. Got old Mai being Mai. Mongoose Lizard. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Ostrich Horse. Another ally clue token. Of course it wasn't. I took that out of my ass, it's fair. Airship engine room, Fire Nation Raiders, and yo, it's fucking Iroh, except it's the wrong one. It's Iroh T-Master, but this is the shitpost one that I've talked about, where I just want to make a deck where I'm giving food to everyone and I actually bring real life snacks. And I'm just there to, like, dispense wisdom. And then, yo, it's Gran Gran. You guys know Gran Gran? It's the grandma you want to tap. And you think I'm kidding, but, like, it's literally when she becomes tapped, draw a card. It's the grandma you want to tap. It's the most tappable grandma. Gotta tap that. God damn it! Can I stop with that one? I want it known every time someone said Gran Gran while we were doing pack opening last night. That's the first thing that came to mind. It just came right to my head. I'll just take the token out. It's a food and a dragon. Yo, Master Paku. I'm actually happy about that one. He has prowess, and then whenever he becomes tapped, target player mills X, where X is the number of lessons you have in your grave. Invasion Tactics. It's a solid card. When it enters, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn, and whenever one or more allies you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. It's not bad. Actually, do I want that in the allies deck? It is the colors. No, apparently. Tigadillo! It's a cat armadillo. It sounds like a song. I don't know why. Fog Swamp Hunters, Iguana Parrot, Airbending Lesson. I definitely know I want that to the side. Azula Always Lies! What an important lesson to know. Treetop Freedom Fighters. Aang's Journey. Aang's Journey's a nice one. Not really good in most of the decks I want, though. Rakshas Audience, which is... yeah, that's the... I think the Boulder's gonna win back the belt in Earth Rumble 6! Fucking dumbasses. Marshu. Another Aang. Last Airbender, but foily. Also, can I say the one thing I am happy about with these foils? So all of them actually have their fucking respective, nation tag, thing. So that's pretty cool. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this one briefly, and we're not gonna talk about it again for the rest of the stream. I'm gonna make that promise. This card has got a lot of controversy. This is done by an AI artist. You can fucking tell. The card itself is a decent card, and it makes me a little upset. I have mixed feelings if I'm gonna actually use it or not. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, we got another Zhao. What's this Zhao? Ruthless Admiral. Firebending 2. When you sacrifice another permanent, creatures you control get +1 power until end of turn. I will put this to the side, though, because I do kind of technically want it in the fucking Iroh deck. Alright, this is the 10th pack. Take the fucking token out. It's a clue and an ally. Teo. It's the kid that had the Sirida video with Airbender. Oh look, it's Jet. Hey, did Jet die? I don't know. Never made it clear. That one's actually really good in the Allies deck, but I don't have the colors for that one. White Lotus Hideout. Forecasting Fortune Teller. Many believe the clouds tell the fortune, but they do not shape it. The funny part is she's technically not a legendary. It's kind of funny. Glider Kids, Daily Indoctrination, Rowdy Snowballers, How to Start a Riot. Hey, Riot! Fucking love this card for all the best reasons. It's so good. Rumble Arena. Rebellious Captives. So that's the episode where they're using coal to fight back the things with Haru. Boiling Rock Prison. Azuko's Exile but Pretty. Ooh, a Sozin's Comet, you say? That's a good card. That's a really good card. I gotta set that fucker aside, because he's just good. And then Longfang. Secretarian? Secretarian, whatever. But yeah, no, it's that asshole that was in charge of the Dai Li. Alright, that's fucking 10 packs down. We've got another 20 to go. Fuck me. Take the token out. I need to start taking the tokens out. Alright. Water Tribe Rallier. What is this one again? Would have been 5. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card of power 3 or less from among them. Put it on the into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Bit of work. Whenever this one's actually a pretty solid one. I think I wanted this in the lands one, right? Yeah. Cave of Two Lovers. And you know what they also call the Cave of Two Lovers? Secret Tunnel! You have no idea how many times we said Secret Tunnel last night. Corrupt Court Official. Il Quencher. Make sure I put that one aside again. Fucking love it. Water Tribe Captain. Rough Rhino. Abandoned Attachment. Origins of Metal Bending. Good Old Forest. Firebending Lesson. Elemental Teachings, which this is actually a really solid one. It's fuck, what's the name of that spell? Gifts Ungiven. Gifts Ungiven, but for lands, which is pretty solid. And, ooh, look, it's Azula on the hunt. Because she's a bit of a... anyway. Whenever she attacks, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. Not too bad. She also has firebending too, in case that doesn't sit. It's not the Azula I want, though. There is a few Azulas. I want to make sure I get the Azulas I want. Destined Confrontation. God, this card looks so good. So this is each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less, then sack all of the others they control. Boomerang Basics. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you controlled that permanent, draw a card. I'm pretty sure that is 100% in the Iroh deck, right? It's not, but that's probably because this was announced after I built that deck. I know Solstice Revelations isn't in there, but it's exile cards from the top of your library until you exile non-land. You may cast that spell without paying its mana cost. If the spell's mana value is less than the number of mountains you control, if you don't cast it, put it in your hand. And then it has flashback. Sandbender Storm, destroy target creature of power 4 or greater, or Earthbend 3. It's a solid one. Deadly Precision, I think we saw earlier. First Time Flyer, Airbending Lesson, Deserter's Disciple, Wandering Musicians, Pella Launch, North Pole Gates. Another Sandbender's Ascension. Yo, it's a Katara. What is this one? Katara, Water Tribe's Hope. When she enters, create a 1/1 ally, and then Waterbend X. Creatures you control have base power and toughness XX until end of turn. X can't be 0. It's pretty good, actually. And then, the lesson that's really, really sad. A lesson in Ozai's cruelty. And you know what's worse? Everyone I've seen reacting to this card has reacted to it in 2 different ways. With depression or, damn, I didn't know Ozai was fucking that sexy. Like, goddamn, they made him hot as shit. And I'm like, I dislike that that's true. I can't like Ozai. He's an absolute asshole. But, like, fuck me, they did make him hot. I'll give them that. Alright. Oh, that's a cute spirit. And then, yes, my favorite copy token. It's the copy token from fucking Ember Island. Lao and Lee, twin tutors. When they enter, you can search for a lesson or a noble, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Nobles you control and lesson spells you control have lifelink, which is interesting. I really like the idea of this card. Invasion Submersible. When it enters, return up to one target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Fire Sages. Zuko's Exile again. He's fucking getting exiled all the time. Maybe ripped as fuck, but he is an asshole. Unlike Malith, Ozile is an unlikable asshole. Exactly. Pirate Peddlers. Waterbending Lesson. Razor Rings. Boomy Bash. Messenger Hawk. Turtle Duck. I'm getting a very big pile of cards next to me. Jesus Christ. Forest. Ruinous Waterbending. So this is that one scene where Hama is showing you can, like, use the water from living things around you. Additional to cast this, you may waterbend 4. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If the spell's additional cost was paid, whenever a creature dies this turn, you gain 1 life, which that's kind of spooky, I'll be honest. Lion Turtle! Yes! This is actually one of the ones I'm happy about, because this is in the Iro deck. It's the Lion Turtle! When it enters, you gain... When it enters, you gain 3 life, and it can't attack or block unless there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard. And it can tap for mana. And then Haru! Oh, Haru, you're a cute little fella, aren't you? This is good old Haru. Whenever an ally you control enters, you earthbend 1. Remember when Haru turned up again and he had like a fucking, like a mustache or something? Bosco. Another Katara. Bending Prodigy. God, look at the anime art for that though. Like, it's this is so disconcerting because it's like, it's super anime. And it's like, yeah, but isn't Avatar anime? It's like, kinda, yeah, but not. It's weird. Anyway, beginning of your end step, if Katara's tapped, put a 1/1 counter on her, and then waterbend 6 to draw a card. Heartless Act. Man, they really just fucking laid on the things about Appa getting fucked up, huh? Right. Team Avatar. This card is fucking nuts. And, like, go wide boards. I'm gonna toss that to the side. Beetle-Headed Merchant, Watered Grass, Kyoshi's Warriors, Callous Inspector, Lightning Strike, Foggy Swamp Vendor, Mongoose Lizard, Airship. Avatar's Disciple. Oh, no, sorry. Deserter's Disciple. Oh, it's, yeah, I forgot. It's that guy. Yeah. Avatar's Destiny. This one's an interesting card. So, when enchant creature you control, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard, and is an avatar in addition to its other types. And then when enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power, then return a card, return this card to the owner's hand, and put it, and up to 1 creature card milled this way onto the battlefield under your control, so you can kind of do an interesting avatar return thing. I'm gonna need the thumbnail source for research. You wanna know what the thumbnail source is? I fucking made it myself. If you think I'm kidding, watch the streams. I drew that shit on stream. It'll be posted over on Twitter at some point. It'll be findable. But that one's nice. Intruder Alarm. Of course I get fucking Intruder Alarm. Oh, God. Of course I get the card that accidentally combos on a stick. So, Intruder Alarm is whenever creatures don't untap anymore, naturally, but whenever a creature enters, untap all creatures. And that means all creatures, not just yours. It is a card that I own one copy of, and it's already going into a deck to be a problem. How do you play Magic? I only know Yu-Gi-Oh! That's kind of... I'm gonna, answer that by stating something that may seem obvious, but, do you think you can answer how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Very quickly and easily? Without, acknowledging the fact that there is multiple formats for Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Think of it simply as, imagine in Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of your summon tribute architecture, and actually being able to mulligan your fucking hand, so you don't have that, you actually have resources you have to play. Play hand traps, win easy. Okay, well, that's just being a bit of an ass at that point. That's not how that works, but sure. That's why I'm saying, you're not attributing to formats and all that. Magic, you play... The simplest format, simplest explanation of most of the formats is that you put your deck together with lands and creatures and spells and all that. You play lands used to pay the resource at the top of the card, or other resources on it. You see how there's a red and a 1 there. You pay 1 red mana and then 1 of another type of mana, any mana at all. And you play that, and then you play your cards from your hand, and you try and attack the opponent and kill them. In Standard, it's 20 life, and Commander, with 4 players, it is 40 life per player. That's why I'm saying, I am not one to think. So lands is tribute? No, lands tap. So if I was to play something, I would go tap this land, play this thing. Then, on my untapped step at the beginning of my turn, this gets untapped. Does that make sense? This is why I'm saying you're asking a very complex question with an expectation of a much simpler answer than you can probably get. I apologize, that may seem assholey, but that's the problem with every one of the card games. You cannot just simplify it down to something unless people know the game already. Even if I simplify it to card game mechanics. There are steps, there are phases. You've missed that also with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Argument. That's actually quite an important aspect of the game as well. Anyway, Fire Nation Warship. Knowledge Seeker, it's the little fox spirits. Gather the White Lotus. Sandbender Storm, Flexible Water Bending. Now I'm interested. I'm gonna get a deck one day. I recommend if you're interested, go play Magic Arena. It's on Steam for free. You get a bunch of packs, you get a bunch of decks for free inside of that in a digital format. Means that you get to test the game and it will handle the things called triggers for you, which we call it the stack. You and Yu-Gi-Oh! Would call it, I believe, the chain? The stack is way more complex in Magic, but it's it's both more complex, but more things can be done in relation to it. Avatar Enthusiast, Merchant of Many Hats, Aang's Journey, Cycle of Renewal, Firebending Lesson, Boiling Rock, Turtle Duck, Abandoned Air Temple is a good one, and Boomy King of 3 Trials. Now to just find an opponent. That's why I'm saying use Arena. Arena is literally your best bet. Because Arena just automatically will find you opponents constantly. The queue times in it, unless you're high rank, which trust me, if you've not played the game before, you're not likely to hit that for a long time. If you're, you will have very short queue times, and even at high ranks, it's kind of local things. Okay, I may have seen the card that's at the back end of this. I'm going to just quickly move on from talking about it. Very nice card. You want to play counter? Fuck you. Dude, I can't wait to counter someone with Sokka's Haikyuu, though. It's such a good card. Alright. Momo! Playful Pet. True Ancestry, which is a really nice card, actually. War Balloon. Geyser Leaper. Forecasting Fortune Teller, Compassionate Healer, Azula Always Lies, Earth Village Ruffians, Badger Mole. I think I only needed the one Badger Mole, so I won't put that one aside. Yuyan Archers, a nice pretty forest. Oh, it's the Lion Turtle as the forest. See? It's nice. Glider Staff, and this is what I saw. We got Avatar Aang, which is the 5-color avatar. And then Energy Bending, which is nice. I'm gonna put that to the side. So, this one is the Aang leading up to the final fight. Has Flying and Firebending too. Whenever you Waterbend, Earthbend, Firebend, or Airbend, draw a card. Then, if you've done all four of them, all four of those things this turn, transform Avatar Aang. So, then we transform into Aang, Master of Elements, which is an insane card, by the way. What's the most expensive card this set? You can't ask that because you're asking how, like, literally we only have pre-order numbers to work against. And pre-order numbers are always inaccurate. That seems slow. It's, in a deck that's designed around it, it's not. Again, like, you've also got the interpretation of, I'll give you a simple thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that, by my understanding, in the primary formats, the game is over by turn 4, right? That's just how that is. In Magic, in Commander, which is the main format I play, the games are over by, like, every player has probably played, like, 7 turns, and there's 4 players at the table. In normal Magic, it's probably closer to, like, 4 or 5 turns per player, so about 8. No, what this dude does is the reason why you flip him, right? So you've done all of those things, you have now this. Spells you cast cost Wooburg less. This can be paid for generic. This is the unique thing. To explain this to everyone, because this is actually something that's very unique to this card, and there's been similar cards printed, but never done allowing to pay for generic. If, for example, I'm just going to pick up the Badger Mole as a really good example. The Badger Mole is 1 green and 4 mana. Now, normally, these effects would cost reduce it by just the green mana, you still have to pay the 4. This dude has it that it reduces it by all of that, and it can pay generic. So this is just 0 mana to play now. This is free. Then, at the beginning of each upkeep, you may transform Aang, Master of Elements. If you do, gain 4 life, draw 4 cards, put 4 1/1 counters on him, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. That's good, right? Being able to play cards for free is good, yes. Because that's something we don't get to do, because we have resource architecture, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! Tell them the story about you let your friend count damage for like half an hour to get counted. Yeah, no, we had someone calculate to millions of damage at one point, and we then told him, then someone basically did a thing to his board that reset it. Spirit Water Revival is an insanely good card. Holy shit, that's actually really nuts. So this one is, as an additional cost to this, you may pay Waterbend 6, draw 2 cards if the additional cost was paid. Instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw 7 cards, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, which is a really good card. Basically, do you want to pay 3 mana to draw 2 cards, which is basically the expected kind of cost ratio, or do you want to pay 9 mana, draw 7 cards after shuffling your graveyard in, and then also have no max hand size for the rest of the game. That's really good. Hey, Sweep. I'll lurk now. How's the unboxing going? It's pretty good. We just hit fucking, Ang. Actually, I think we're now missing, like, one Ang from the main set. Twin Blades, Benevolent Thing. The Boulder, ready to rumble. It is the Boulder. The Boulder is conflicted. The Boulder is no longer conflicted. You excited for Avatar 3? I mean, I'm curious, is the answer I will give you. I will see what it does. I enjoyed Korra. Unlike every fucking person I talk to, I enjoyed Korra. So, I will see what they do, and I will hold my judgment before that. That's it. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. I don't really mind either way. Do you plan to use these cards for a specific format? Yes, Commander. Every card I'm doing right now, it's, like, fully, I am a Commander-only player. I intend to make decks with these cards. The Boulder is conflicted about being made a marketable toy. The Boulder is no longer conflicted because he's going to go into an earthbending deck. The Boulder will do well with that deck. Korra's okay, not spectacular, not bad. I really liked everything but Book 2. I liked a lot of the story. I liked Book 1. I absolutely loved Book 3. And I enjoyed Book 4 a lot, more than everyone else seemed to. There was 1 or 2 episodes in Book 4 I didn't like, but that was it. Curious Farm Animals. Cat Owl. Sure. Rabaroo Troop. Hog Monkey. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Rebellious Captives. Treetop Freedom Fighters. Another ally clue token. Merchant of Many Hats, and Redirect Lightning. Possibly one of the coolest things of it. Hey, Yawa, how's it going? I'm just doing the opening before we have to hang out. Still no Fox cards? No, there was Fox cards. There was a Fox Spirit. But yeah, Redirect Lightning. I like this card. This one's a fun one. As an additional cost to this, I can either pay 5 life or pay 2 additional mana, and then I can change the target of a targeted spell or an ability with a single target, which is really nice. I really like Redirect Lightning. Oh god, we've got so many more packs to do. Oh. Zahir, at least? Yeah, there's a reason why I say, like, I really liked, Book 3. As fancy nails? Yeah. I painted them myself yesterday, quickly, because I had let my nails not be painted for a while. A waterbending scroll. White Lotus Reinforcements, which is a really good card in the Allies deck. Wolfbat. Rowdy Snowballers. Zhong Zhong's Deserters. The Pirate Peddlers. Lost Days, again, it's a depressing card. It's poor Momo looking for Arpa. Rumble Arena. Rocky Rebuke. Which one's this one again? Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. How to start a riot. Hey, riot. Fucking every time I see that card. Planes, that's actually very nice. Ooh, the Spirit Oasis. That's a nice looking version of it. I might give that to Snakers. Actually, I'll set that aside because I know you'll probably want the foil version. Boomy Unleashed. That is Boomy on Black Sun. They have Black Sun. When he enters, Earthbend 4, and then whenever he deals combat damage to a player, untap all your lands you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only land creatures can attack during that combat phase. Which is always a fun one. And then Day of Black Sun, in particular. Each creature loses, with mana value X or less, loses all abilities until end of turn. Destroy those creatures. That's pretty nutty, actually. Did you make sure to get the battle pass? You always get better loot boxes that way? Ah, you know, that was my problem. Let me just pull out my wallet and... Oh, look, the moth flew out. Damn. These packs aren't cheap, man. And I'm opening 30 of them. What's wrong with me? There you go, another little spirit token. And the best part is... Oh, wait, no, it's this way around that I have to show you. That's right. Spirit token, but it's still my favorite copy token. It's Ember Island again. I love that. I love that copy token so much. I'm putting that in every deck that has copy effects. Regardless of whether it fits or not. Fire Nation attacks. Crashing Wave. Oh, I hit this card finally. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow. There we are. That's upsetting. This card makes me sad. How much did you actually spend on those packs? The box is about 400 New Zealand dollars. And that's not a joke, by the way, at all. Like, that's actually how much it is. Each pack is, like, $12 to $15 on average. Bender's Water Skin. Earth Kingdom Soldier. Beetle-Headed Merchants. You won't battle someone with a base deck. You know what? That one's fair, actually. I'll give you that. It makes me slightly upset, but it's very funny. Platypus Bear! My cabbages! Rakshas Audience, Cunning Maneuver. Meditation Pools. Trusty Boomerang. And Ran and Shaw. Which one is this one again? So, they have Flying, Firebending 2. When they enter, if you cast them, and there are 3 or more dragons and or lesson cards in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of Ran and Shaw, except it's not legendary. And then 3 in red dragons you control get +2 power until end of turn. Okay. It's a card. Fatal Fissure. Choose target creature. When it dies, you earthbend 4. Alright, this is the 20th pack being opened now. Oh god, and of course it's a pain in the ass. There, I believe. No, I've missed by 1. There. Right? No. I didn't miss by 1. Dragon food token. Price of Freedom, destroy that. Oh, yeah, it's when, Jet and the lot blew up the dam. Because we all love Jet. We're gonna win a great victory against the Fire Nation today. Except you're an asshole. Air Nomad Legacy. When it enters, create a clue. Creatures you control with flying get +1 power. I actually want to set this aside. Yo, it's Toph! Toph the Blind Bandit. I don't think I'll put that aside there. Water Tribe Captain, Corrupt Court Official, Iguana Parrot, Earth Rumble Wrestlers, Ostrich Horse, Porcupine, Earthbending Lesson, Misty Palm Oasis. I love saying these cards sometimes because it sounds like I'm a lunatic, right? The guy with the cut texture. No. Boomy Bash. Earthen Ally. And Epic Downfall. God, there is a satisfaction looking at that card. That is Azula losing. No, would your magic addiction and spend no money on it? True. Except that's not all the money I spent on the magic stuff, because I also spent money on the jumpstart stuff that I went halvesies with Snakers. Did you wall? Not yet, Snakers. Speaking of Snakers, I did hit some really cool shit though. I have hit almost all the Angs, if I recall correctly, even the 5-color one, and. You'll laugh at this, actually, Snakers. Of course, I'm the one that gets a fucking intruder alarm. Of all of the people we have that played Magic, I'm the one that got an intruder alarm. Oh, also, I do have something for you. Foily Spirit Oasis. I've set it aside. Combustion Technique! Earth Kingdom Jailer, Kyoshi Island Plaza. Yeah, see? I knew you would fucking laugh at me getting intruder alarm. Of all the fuckers to get it. I'm the one that got it. Could you get anything for the Black Friday? I haven't actually looked at the Black Friday deals yet. Callous Inspector, Rowdy Snowballers, Compassionate Healer, Froggy Swamp Vinebender, Deserted Disciple, Messenger Hawk, Origins of Metal Bending. Ooh, okay. Vengeful Villagers, Momo! Very pretty art of him. This one's actually nuts. I kind of want this for the bird deck, because this actually works for the birds deck. Because it's the first non-lemur creature spell you cast with flying, you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less. So that's actually good in the bird deck, so I gotta set that aside. And Gran again! You know, the grandma you want to tap. That does not look like a bird. It is a lemur bat ally, and now I'm on to the last the last 10 packs. Alright. Let's fucking go. You're only allowed to use chickens in the bird deck? That's fair. Oh, yo, Combustion Man. And another Toph. And an up. What the hell? Oh my god, I just saw something. Okay. This pack may be a little stacked. Otter Penguin! Oh, that's cute as hell. Look at that. Look at that little guy! Hog Monkey, Waterbending Lesson, Kyoshi Warriors, Lightning Strike, Pillar Launch, Mongoose Lizard, a Mountain, another Zhao, but foily this time. And then... the special art version of The Secrets of Bloodbending. So, to explain this card, because this one's a very nutty card. 4 blue mana. In addition, I can to casting the spell, I may pay 10 waterbending. You control target opponent during their next combat phase. If the spell's additional cost was paid, you control that player during their next turn instead. And a soccer. Nice. That's going to the side, and that's going in a deck. I like that one. Okay. 4 token out. Oh. Oh. Tolls of War. It's Gyatso. That's a sad card to see. Hey, accumulate wisdom. That's a good card to see. Earth Rumble. Curious Farm Animals. Azula Always Lies. Giant Koi Fish. Earth Kingdom Soldier. Rumble Arena. Cycle of Renewal. Yuyan Archers. Another Plains. Another Cycle of Renewal, but foily. Aang's Iceberg, which isn't a bad shout. And Zuko's the Exiled Prince one, again. This one's kind of bad. This is, again, very standard-orientated card, where it's like exile something while it, while this is on the back. Basically, exile, target is a creature for this one. Non-land permanent until this it leaves the battlefield, and then you can sack it to do something. It's, again, it's very good in standard formats. It's not really good in Commander, because most of the time there's too much, like, enchantment removal to justify stuff like that. I saw the token for this. I'm happy with the token. It's the Aang. This is the token for if I get the lander that I really want to get, which is a special one. Don't worry, it's only Aang, which is a flying 2020 indestructible creature. Yeah, that card gonna kill you. Good times. Alright. Cruel Administrator. Which one's this one? Actually, I think this is the guy from the Haru storyline. Ember Island Production. Oh, it's such a good, funny card. Create a token as a copy of target creature you control, except it's not a legendary and it's a 4/4 hero. Or a token that's a copy of a target creature an opponent controls, except it's not a legendary and it's a 2/2 coward. Oh, Suki. Fuck. Yeah, nice. I'm just making sure I put that one aside. Customers started gathering an hour before closing. Bye, guys. Remember to water and... Yeah, no. Water and snack, people. Remember. These are important. Whatever tribe. Aang's Journey. Badgermole. Firebending. Barrels. A swamp. Sokka's Haiku! Okay, this is... We have to take a moment for this one. Sokka's Haiku. Counter target spell. Draw a card. Then mill 3 cards. Untap target land. This is an actual haiku. They printed it on a damn card. And it's so good. Oh, Earth King. And Waterbender's Ascension. Nice. Now I have a reason for the Bosco tokens. Which one's this one again? This was, 4 or more... Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on this. Then if it has 4 or more quest counters, draw a card. That's a solid card I should probably put aside. Alright, nearly done. Nearly done. Ooh, look at that art! Crashing Wave. I don't think it's a good card, but it's a really pretty art. Another Ruinous Waterbending. Into the Avatar state. Yep. The Swamp Snare Trap again. It'll quench you! Gotta love it. Zhongzhong's Deserters. Rocky Rebuke. Treetop Freedom Fighters, Earth Kingdom Rumble, Mountain, Azula Always Lies. To everyone together. Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel. Okay, I need to explain why this is so funny. So, this is Dockside Extortionist. This card, right, was notoriously one of the strongest fucking cards in Commander. It's good in Magic in general, but it's the strongest in Commander. I'm sorry about that, Yawa. This is just too funny to me. This card got banned a year ago. Like, this is not a legal card to play. People saw this release and saw this card in the pile of cards getting added, and they were like, does this mean they're unbanning it? And it's like, no, that means this card was designed, signed off, and accepted over a year ago before the unbannings happened. There's nothing. So people have been buying this card, and it's inflated in price hugely because people think it's getting unbanned. There's no way in hell this gets unbanned. Because to explain, when this enters, create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts or enchantments your opponents control. Most of the high-end decks would play this, and then they would flicker it so it would come back in, and then they'd flicker it so it comes back in, and then they'd flicker it so it comes back in. Oh, would you look at that? I'm making 1 million treasure tokens. And then your opponent would also play it, so they get 1 million treasure tokens because you have 1 million treasure tokens, and it would repeat. Needless to say, this card is, like, both worthless and worth a lot to me. I find it hysterical. I'm putting it in a pile to the side just because it's funny to me. That's so funny. Oh, no. Oh, that's actually so beyond tragic. But yeah, it's a nutty card. Southern Air Temple. Fire Nation. Ooh. Hermit Herbalist. Lovely lady with her cat. Zuko's Exile. Canyon Crawler. Watery Grass. Airbending Lesson. Rebellious. Captives. Cutting Maneuver. Platypus. Ooh. Swamp! Pretty Swamp. Kyoshu Warriors. Zuko Conflicted. At the beginning of your first main phase, choose one that hasn't been chosen, and you lose 2 life. You either draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Zuko, add 1 red mana, or exile Zuko and then return him to the battlefield under an opponent's control. And then the Unagi. The Zuko is really interesting because it's like, you could actually run him as your commander, let the exile effect occur, and then it goes back to your command zone. So nobody gets control of it. Or you could abuse the fact that people are getting control of it and do something dumb with it. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Ah, yes, a clue, which is, Iroh's shoe. Stinky. Oh, June! Hell yeah. Crescent Island Temple. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Yep. Merchant of Many Hats. Ultra Plus Form. Path to Redemption. Ostrich Horse. Oh, to start a riot. Wrestlers. Meditation. Porcupine. Ooh, Fire Lord Zuko. That's a nice one. So this one is really fitting. So this is The War is Over. How he works. So Firebending X, where it's X is his power, and then when you cast a spell from exile, or whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a 1 on counter on each creature you control. So what you do is you get powerful from returning from exile, you say? Anyway. Hey! My cabbages! I had to admit I'm enjoying the Magic the Gathering content more than I should, old man. I mean, I want to do it more, but it's very expensive, as you can tell. The fact that I don't do this often is the main reason. I wish I could do it more often. Airbender's Reversal. Hammer. What was this one again? Target opponent. Okay, when it enters, target opponent mills 3 cards, exile up to 1 non-living creature from that player's graveyard. For as long as you control Hammer, you may cast that card from exile during your turn by waterbending X rather than paying its mana cost, where X is the mana value. That's pretty good. Shed Roots, it's rampant growth, but arguably better. Because it's just a lesson, and it's everything else is the same. Flexible, Glider, Righteous Audience, Fire Nation Cadets, Walltop Sentries, Planes, Rabu. Yes! This is one of the main cards I wanted to hit. Okay, Planetarium of Wan Shi Tong. This card is insane, because I have a Surveil deck. So this is 6 mana, 1 tapped Scry 2, and then whenever you Scry or Surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this only once each turn. This is a really good card. This is one of the more expensive cards of the set. By prediction. And then Iru. Hell yeah. 2 more packs. Oh boy. Oh, it's High Bay. Good old High Bay. Alright, Blizzard Wasp, Jet's Brainwashing, screw you Jet, no one likes you. Otter Penguin again, very cute card. I just like it. Sold Out, Cat Owl, Earth Kingdom Soldier, Porcupine, Vindictive Warden, Sabertooth Moose Lion, Island, Deadly Precision, Sandbender Scavengers, not bad. Oh, Daily Agents. When this enters, Earthbend 1, then Earthbend 1. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with a 1/1 counter on them. That is really good, and it's a nice art of it. Alright. Lucky last pack. Island, no, that's a card mallet. That hurt my soul a little bit. I appreciate that, but that hurt my soul a little bit. Can I just stress, by the way, there is one card I haven't hit, and I'm really upset that I haven't hit it so far, and it's like the Grand Lotus Iroh. It's the main card I want. How have I not hit it? Invasion Reinforcements, Price of Freedom, Honest Work, Warbenders, Waterskin, Hog Monkey, Iguana Parrot, Pretending Poxbearer, Fire Nation Raider, Kyoshi Battle Fan, Earthbending Lesson, Airship Engine Room, a Foily Shed Roots, an Upper, Steadfast Guardian, and Allies at Last. That's it. Box empty. However, let's show what this actually looks like off to the side. So this is the pile of legendary cards, right? Donate coins to the Fox Shrine for more luck, that's fair. So that is our legendary pile that you've seen on screen for the most part. This is my rough pile, and I mean rough, of cards for decks that I intend to make from this set. This is the pile of those. This is the pile of cards that I want to keep aside because they're either interesting or good replacements or intended to go into pre-existing decks, give me a second, or are just very, very specialized cards. So that's that pile. This is the tokens we got. Remember, you get at least 1 token with each pack, so that's 30 tokens. These are the lands we got. And then, this is the pile of every other card we got. To, like, really cement that, that is every single other card we open from the packs. That is me having to really, really try with gripping this. Welcome to pack opening, where this is how it tends to look. Your dick hardly fits in your hand, yeah. So that is everything. I am gonna finish up here because I have somewhere that I need to go and run off to. But I hope this was actually fun for everyone. I really liked this. I would like to do this more often, but also, by that same argument, I can't afford to do this more often. Do not packs on the road trip with little bumps that'll fly away, especially this many. This is... imagine this on a road trip. This would just go everywhere. Alright. Now I'm gonna put this all in the box. And put this to the side. But no, I do like this. This was fun. I really enjoyed doing this, but yeah. No, this doesn't happen often because I don't have the kind of money to do this all the time. Right? $400 is not something I can regularly just, like, dump out for things. I can't get over that I hit a Dockside Extortionist. That is such a funny card to hit. That is such a funny card to hit to me. Alright. Well, I hope everyone appreciated this slightly impromptu stream and the silliness that ensued. I'm gonna... Oh, careful. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Don't tip. Oh, there we go. You have to buy a GPU? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, also here's your TLDR of how to play the different colors in the thing at the moment. Flyers, draw 2, Fire Nation aggro, blah blah blah. Anyway, just one last thing I will show before we go. Alright. With that being the case, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome. Stay awesome. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.